Well, here we are on the Rowley Mile, 2 days before our first autumn meeting on Saturday, the 22nd of September. It's a little bit chilly, nice heavy dew this morning, and we're putting the final touches in preparation for this first autumn meeting. And there is so much to look forward to. We have 4 weeks of high-class racing. We start on Saturday, and the key race is the Betfred Cesarewitz Trail. Then we move to the Cambridgeshire meeting, 3 days of high-class racing. The Phillies Mile on Shadwell Day is the main race a week on Friday. And then on Saturday, we have unbelievable quality with the Royal Lodge Stakes, Juddmonte Royal Lodge, followed by the Group 1 Cheveley Park, followed by the Group 1 Sun Chariot, culminating in the Betfred Cambridgeshire, one of the great handicaps of the year. Then we move 1 week later to Tattersall's Millions Day, the most valuable 2-year-old race in Europe. And culminating another week later, we have Future Champions Day. And that day is a defining race day and will in all likelihood decide the champion 2-year-olds of Europe. We have the Dubai Dewhurst, we have the Dubai Middle Park and the Dubai Rockfell Stakes. And of course that great heritage handicap, the Betfred Cesarewitz. So much to look forward to. A quick sort of look at the track. You'll identify this middle rail here. And the track is now laid out for the autumn. On this side, we are laid out for the Cambridgeshire meeting, 35 metres wide to accommodate the 35 runners in the Cambridgeshire. On this side, which we will not use until Future Champions Day, this bit of ground will be saved especially for the 13th of October. The track's in good order. We've had nice rainfall through the summer. The sward, as you can see, is excellent colour, excellent body to it, and we're ready to go. So much to look forward to. We look forward to welcoming you on Saturday. And one little point to mention, we have the world's best racehorse, Frankel, working on Cambridgeshire Saturday. So arrive early, a week on Saturday. Come and see Frankel 1 hour before the first race at 1 p.m, working with his 2 gallop companions, and then all that high-class racing. What a bonanza.
You have to go back to 1975 to find the last Gold Cup winner trained in Scotland. Jim Goldie's hoping to bring that alarming slump to an end.
Over on the far side, Hawkeye the New, the near side Imperial Guest, very close between the two, Hawkeye the New, far side, and Imperial Guest tight for the Stewards' Cup.
Hawkeye the New's already won the Stewards' Cup. Jim's hoping he can add another big prize to the haul at Ayr. Jim, we know all about Hawkeye the New on the racecourse. What's he like in the stable yard?
No, he's a gentleman, a horse. He's obviously a gelding, very well behaved. He's never really any bother. Maybe at feeding time he's a wee bit aggressive, but as you see, you can nearly do anything with him.
He looks in great nick, Jim. I mean, he'll come out the Haydock race well enough.
He slipped in the stalls a wee bit and tweaked his back, so I'll give him a few days off, but in general he seems sound enough. Ben, our back man, put him right. He was at the meeting, so he just tweaked his back a bit. So probably the firm ground wasn't ideal either, but I think it was the slip in the stalls was key.
Of course, he's a great season so far already, isn't he?
No, he's you know, Stewards' Cup was obviously the icing on the cake, but to get placed at Royal Ascot is a big day as well. So no, he's a terrific horse.
The Stewards' Cup win, I mean, I was watching on the telly. Did you think he'd won? I thought first time maybe, and then I thought maybe he hasn't.
I thought he'd won because I thought Graham thought he'd won. You know, the jockey's body language was of confidence. So, but it was a lot tighter than I thought it was. But you know, I've lost plenty in short heads and things like that. It's always good to get a nice one in the bag.
And I mean, since then, I mean, his campaign's been obviously he's run at Haydock, but it's all systems go for Ayr and the Gold Cup. I mean, so many hard luck stories come in that race, but he's run well enough and finished closer than his finishing position suggesting twice already.
It's probably ground conditions is key. He doesn't want firm ground, but he prefers good to firm, and unfortunately we rarely get that at Ayr with the weather we get. But he performed well in the very heavy ground at Newmarket. He's 5th in a Group 1, so you know his form's not too bad. You know, so it's no, he's improving. Well, he is improving because he's now at his highest rating, but he's now his highest rating in the Gold Cup as well, so he's more weight to carry. But no, he's a pleasure to deal with, and since we've had him. He's never stopped improving.
And the name, Hawkeye the New, I mean, that makes him a popular horse in Scotland just for his name.
Oh, terrific. It was Forbes, his owner, it was an inspired choice. So yeah, it was a bit corny to start with, but it's we all love it now.
It's a long time since we've had a Ayr Gold Cup winner trained in Scotland, Jim. It's about time.
Well, we've been saying it for 30 odd years, so it's there's never been a Scottish trained Stewards Cup winner, so we've managed that bogey. So hopefully he might be the horse to do it, but as we all know, it's a tough race.
And we're making the draw live on Racing UK for this year's William Hill Ayr Gold Cup. If you had to pick a number now, a dream number stall, I mean, what would it be?
It's I think the winner normally come down the stand side, but you know, it really depends on what the rest of the meeting does. You know, they're running 3 races in the one day, so we're you know, invariably the bronze and silver cup will you know, they'll run in a different ground. You know, so sometimes a middle draw is probably gives you an option of going either way. You know, I wouldn't probably go with dead middle, but you know, high middle. You know, so probably, you know, 28 runners, run about kind of 16 would be.
So in all the times you've had a runner in the Ayr Gold Cup, and this fella's run twice before, how good a chance has he got this year?
I thought the year that Indian Spark, he ran second in the Flying Five at Leopardstown it was in the days. I thought he was going to be our best chance, and unfortunately it wasn't to be. But it's one of these races of I'm kind of giving up hope, you know. You know, if it was run at Ascot over 6 furlongs, I'd be very confident.
Yeah.
You know, but Ayr, you know, you're asking me about the draw, and I know Ayr better than them do, but it's how the weather and how the jockeys go the 2 days before and decide. So if they would decide to run down the middle and leave either side, you know, fresh, that'll be where you want to be. But you can bet you they've all run round, you know. So it's there are a lot of things goes into making an Ayr Gold Cup winner, you know, and you know, but he's certainly the horse with the ability to do it.